2. And we're underway. And I'm with Stevie Ocean. This is the day after nomination night, and we're just getting Stevie's thoughts on the process. We're delighted to have confirmed a professional editor who, at the end of the campaign, is going to edit all these films along with the films that are being taken of the hustings, and we're going to make a little documentary just to show people the process of running for election and try and get behind the scenes a little. So first of all, Stevie, when you first announced your candidacy, what were the problems between then and nomination night?
Well, good evening to you, Darius. The problems were, to start off with my name and which name I could use. Unfortunately, there was a few situations of confusion. I'm allowed to use my professional stage name because it's registered throughout the world with equity. It has been since the 90s, and also it's not just a pseudonym I use, it is part of my everyday life. After a lot of humming and hawing, I did upset a few people because there was confusion and everything else, which I've now sorted out. I'm now officially standing as Stevie Ocean.
And you had unfortunately you had a proposer in line, but unfortunately she wasn't able to turn up last night.
No, that's right. My best friend Caroline Humper, who I've known for over 30 years, was going to propose me, and unfortunately she wasn't too well. But she did actually lend a hand another way. She came to bring me down, and also to pick me up and take me home.
So, and how was your reserve nominator? Was he okay?
What do you mean my reserve nominator? The person who's filming it, Darius Pierce, was absolutely awesome. There were 11 candidates that declared last night, and only 2 got a round of applause. And in fact, Darius got the biggest round of applause out of the 2.
Oh, well, I've always been a mouthy man. So after the nomination process, the 11 candidates are now up, and what was the stage after the nomination formalities?
Well, after we did that, we went to another room to sit down and talk about the hustings and things. Before we did that, in actual fact, I actually got up and gave my thanks to my proposer. And what a fantastic job he did, and my seconders as well. I had a bit of a sore throat, and that wasn't the excuse. I haven't worn a shirt and tie for a long time. My throat was dry as a bone. So after I did that, I then went to the other room, and then everybody got the shock of their life because I took over.
And so what was discussed in the back room? Just the
hustings.
What were the main issues?
The main issues were the hustings, how many we were going to have, where they were going to be, the time factor, because there is 11 candidates, and that's a lot of time. And I actually came up with a suggestion it should be 3 minutes apiece.
3 minutes apiece,
which is fine. We've got to get at least between 8 and 12 questions back from the parishioners, and that would take about 90 minutes, I think, if we.
Well, it's obviously my proposal speech, which wasn't very very long, took 2.5 minutes to speak. But you know, I think it's good that your speeches can be boring, especially if you're going on 12 and you have to hear the same speech every day.
Well, yeah, I do see your point, but there again, as I've said to you, I mean, my aspects of this is to do this completely differently. It's going to be done in a way that people are not going to fall asleep or sit there and go, oh my God, who's coming next? For God's sake, get rid of them. That's not the idea of this at all. I want to be the conduit, if you like, the spokesperson for the people of Jersey in the respect of getting them what they want, not what I want, what they want. I'm working for them, not the other way around.
Right. So we'll just touch on something we've talked about before. You know, you've been an actor for many years, and the life of an actor is quite hard. Sometimes you can be the best actor in the world, and you're just not right for the part.
That's right.
So let's look at the worst case scenario here, Stevie. What happens if you don't get elected?
If I don't get elected, it's been a fantastic experience, and it's something I never forget. And but on the other hand, I am out to win.